Hello, 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 and welcome once again to the video call-in show. That show that invites you and you and you and you and you to be on the show anytime, live, via video, via teleconference, and talk about anything you want to talk about. Totally up to you. In fact, I believe we're still the only channel that does so. Yeah, there are a lot of talk shows out there, but only one invites all you folks on. And that would be the video call-in show. Welcome back once again. Oh, had a good show last night, I thought. I had a lot of fun. It was a first of its kind for us. And I've said that we were going to do one before. God, we had problems streaming. It looks like a lot of lag tonight. I don't know why that is. Maybe a busy network or something. Not sure. Why is that an issue? I'm going to look into this while we're going, but I'm getting a little bit of stutter step here, and I can't figure out why. Shouldn't be, absolutely shouldn't be. Well, we'll deal with it. Could be a website hogging up bandwidth. I don't know. I'm going to kill everything I can here and see if we can't slow this bleeding down a bit. Yeah, I can tell I'm looking a little herky-jerky. And that's fine. So, that I told you all that I was going to go down just yet. But I see it happening. I think it's going to be big-time fun when we get some more visitors in here, which means you guys got to share this video out. Oh, damn. Is it, yeah, kind of laggy tonight, and I don't know why. I'm not running anything extra over here that would cause the lag. Oh, and that's going to make it tough to have guests on. What the hell is going on? Maybe I should. Well, while we're here, why don't we just do a quick speed test, shall we? That ought to be fugly. All right. We are going to run a speed test real fast. Know it. I don't know why I always think of REM when that happens. It might have been a battery thing too. Let's see if that changes anything. It shouldn't really. Well, here we are. So yeah. I warned everybody, and actually I told everybody that I have no problem if somebody wants to contact me offline, and we'll set up a show specifically, whether we record it offline or record it online. It doesn't matter to me. All right, good night, TTF train. It's probably best. I don't have much to say, but just a bunch of stuff. But why should tonight be any different? So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm totally open to that. And if they want to record it offline, or if we want to set up a special show, I'm cool with that. Especially if the subject is something that interests me. So know that going into it. If what was the other thing I was going to say? It's not like there's alcohol in here. Yep, REM. If shoot, I don't even know. I'm not even going to go into it. I'm kind of frazzled. Been getting some crap on my Craigslist video that I did a few weeks ago, and it's to be expected. Man, if you guys ever find your way in the flag forum of Craigslist, let's say you have an ad that has gotten enough flags to actually have it taken down, it'll direct you to the flag help forum. And man, there can be some assholes on there, but really all they're trying to do is help. They're users just like we are, and they can be some real crass individuals. I get it, but because it's tedious answering the same questions and fighting the same battles over and over and over. Well, apparently some people on my Craigslist channel don't understand how Craigslist works and think I was wrong. Hey, you can think I'm wrong all day long. Just don't be an ass about it, because I don't really care. If you're not astute enough to read the writing on the wall, or at least read the rules, then you probably don't need to be using Craigslist. BJ the Crow. I'm not a gold prospector. I'm into that sort of stuff. I was talking to Flash in Your Pan, as you know, and told him that I would love one of these days to go and get kind of more of a hunter than a panner. So I would literally dig doing the metal detector thing, like so many people have videos out there. Give me a chance to move around more and actually the one thing that intrigues me is it's this kind of the same thing is when you find yourself in a creek or something doing some good metal detecting. It's the same environment, so you get to walk up and down the creek, find Civil War artifacts perhaps, or things dropped in. I'm totally into that. The gold prospecting I never really thought of until I talked to Flash in Your Pan. I thought that was really cool though, and I watched a couple of his videos. Tried to tried to be there for his live stream Tuesday, but I couldn't because band rehearsal. I was actually sitting behind my drums, and I called it up on my phone and made a few comments, and then I had to book because we are getting ready to buckle down again. Well, I will certainly check that out. You ought to come on the show sometime. In fact, let's see. Click the hamburger menu over to the right of any chat participant, and you get some choices. One of which is visit their channel. I'm at BJ the Crow's channel right now. He's rocking about 421 subscribers. So that kind of oh, okay, and there's your videos. Cool, cool. See now, 400 sub appreciation. Yeah, I can't wait to get to that point myself. Panning out with some gold. Yeah, I would work on some thumbnails there, BJ. Did you? 30 years. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. BJ the Crow says he's played drums for about 30 years. That's cool. What kind of music, if you don't mind me asking? You ought to just come on the show. We can talk all about that and panning and all that as well. You don't have to come on as a video guest. You can actually come on as an audio only guest, and I think I've shown that before, where you get to be. I don't know what the hell did I do with that guy. I do this every single time. So, I think I moved him, but oh, there it is. Yeah, you get to be this dude right there if you want to come on audio only. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've had a few audio only guests. YK Swift doesn't think he's good looking enough to come on video. I told him, I said, you got no competition here, so why not? And then let's see, my first guest was actually an audio only guest. It was a guy by the name of Node Tone, and we talked for well, probably would have talked for 3 hours total, but we literally got cut off twice. Once we both wanted to go to the restroom, so here I am on a Saturday live stream, Saturday or Sunday, and it's just dead air, man. All you're looking at is you know that and nothing else. And then we both came back, and then I actually had some folks coming out to work on my power, but I didn't know they were going to be there that day. They knocked at the front door. I couldn't hear them because I was on the show, and they went out there and swapped the meter and just shut us right off. Oh man, God, I think I've been drinking beer all night and I haven't. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I have bouts of insomnia as well. TTF train, and it's one of those things. Well, it's Friday night. You don't have to go to bed. It's only 10:11. BJ the Crow, look right down here, and it's not a phone number. What you do is actually, oh, you know what I need to do, and I didn't do it. Well, if you enter that into your browser, it'll take you right to Zoom. You'll be able to download Zoom, and then you'll be able to join the meeting after that. And then when you do, you can just join audio only if you don't want to come on as video, or you can just go ahead and use your your laptop, your desktop camera, or whatever. And it's all fine and good with me either way. Does that make sense? Did that help? Did that help? I can't even talk tonight. Yeah, but that show last night, I was really having fun with that because as you know now, that I have a classic muscle car. It's in pieces as we speak, but it won't be for long. Not to reiterate too much, but yeah, my son is he's moving, and he's got a giant barn that pole barn that is on the property, and heretofore known as the shop. And we're going to actually take my Mustang over there and finish the job. It's it's this is sad. This is really sad. That poor car, and I'll show it to you real fast again. That poor car, because I think I still have it in here. Yeah, that poor car has been well, it was in that shape for probably I don't know, 15, 20 years. And well, it was about a year before my son moved out. We tore it entirely down, so now it's in pieces. Some of which is up in the attic, some of it's in storage, some of it probably at his house, most of it out in my garage, and it's just been one of those things where we just can't get to it, just can't get to it. But we're going to. We're going to. Yes, the same garage that the tractor was built in. That's a good story. I think I've probably gone over it a few times. But I'm proud of that damn thing. It's a workhorse. It it is still in operation to this day. We use it. We use it quite often, and it's actually out at my boy's place because he's got a. We both have three-car garages, but his has a little bit of extra room, and he doesn't use his to park even in the wintertime, which blows my mind. But yeah, yeah. And in fact, I don't think I have any pictures of it broken down. Not that would interest you that much, but what do we have here? Oh yeah, yeah. This is it down at the cabin when we were using it to bush hog. Most of that area around the pond, the lake actually, and then a whole giant field around the house. So we did that for several years. And the reason we got that was because the owner who lent us his Ford 8N tractor, it's a 52 Ford 8N tractor. He had two of them, and the one he had at his farm died, so he had to come and get the one that was on the property that we were leasing. So the boy and I thought, hey, let's go get a tractor. And we did. And that's the tractor you just saw. Oh, hey, BJ will get a kick out of this. This is, I don't remember where this was. Oh, I think the Irish Mutt. But here's a taste for you, my friend. That's that's the acrylic drum kit I built, and I actually laced it with LEDs that I could change either by sound or by remote, all DMX controlled. I don't use the LEDs anymore, but I certainly use those drums. In fact, I turned it into a cocktail kit. And you're a drummer of 30 years, you know what that is. But many people who are watching the show probably don't know what a cocktail drum kit is. Let me see if I can go find one for you. I don't know that I have any pictures of it. Let's see. Cocktail. Whoop. I should really use a lavalier mic. That way, I could type around, or I wouldn't have to go around and type. Yeah, I'll just show you the whole thing. Here's Bing's image search for cocktail drum kit. As you can see, it's a drum kit that's kind of a stand-up. And in fact, it's not a kind of a stand-up. It is a stand-up. What I did was I used my 16-inch floor tom as the kick drum. You see how that pedal goes up instead of horizontally. And then I bought a popcorn snare and used my 10-inch acrylic tom as the main tom for it. And then now my cymbals sit on a couple cymbal stands. Only actually the tom and the cymbals have its own stand, only because the tom's a little bit heavier than what you just saw in that picture, and it made perfect sense. So, and it's clear. Which I love. And the story behind that, the reason I built those drums, and I literally built them from scratch. What I did was I ordered some acrylic tubing of different sizes, and I actually went with the fusion size. So it's 10, 12, 14, 16 with a an 18. Was it 18? It was 20 by 18. Yeah, kick, and actually it's 22 deep. So. I went with that because it just really booms. But I always wanted a Ludwig Vistalite set ever since I was a kid, and even had the slightest inkling that I wanted to drum. I really, really wanted a Ludwig Vistalite kit, and in clear actually, and it was the first of its kind. Well, first I should say mass marketed one of its kind. I think there was a few other. That came out before it, but it really hit the ground running. Everybody wanted one, I was included. Well, when I finally got back into drumming, and I took like a 30-year hiatus from drumming. I was playing in high school, and then boom, I just stopped. Life got in the way. Have I already told this story to you guys before? At any rate, I stopped, and then got back into it, and all right. BJ, can you hear me? Let me make sure I got your audio up here. Yeah, I do. Can you hear me, BJ? Oh, he dropped off. Okay. So what I did, like I said, he's back. Maybe I'll continue that in a moment. I saw your microphone a minute ago, BJ. What you can do is, on the lower left of the Zoom interface, click the little up arrow next to the microphone and make sure that your microphone is chosen. I can see you too, buddy. Can you hear me? Shake your head yes if you can hear me. BJ, can you hear me? Okay. He says, hang on a minute. I will be hanging on a minute. So anyway, I bought those drums, or I wanted to buy those drums, but I couldn't. By the time I could afford them, they're in retro, or the originals were like $3,000 for an entire kit, and I just couldn't justify it. So yeah, so I ordered the tubes. I cut them down. I put my I cut my own bearing edges. There's your microphone. Can you hear me, sir?
Absolutely.
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's going on? I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. Completely lost. First time I've ever done it.
Well, looks like you mastered it. Once you do it, it's
Yeah,
not
I
that
was
bad.
confused for a minute.
Let me do a little bit of screen jockeying here, and I'll get you on there, my man. Okay. This is BJ's first visit to the show. Oh, no, that isn't it. Okay, good. I'm going to lock the meeting so we don't get folks blasting in on us. All right. There we go. Now I'm going to move you. Can you, are you on laptop or phone?
I'm in my cell phone.
Oh, okay. Tilt the phone toward you if you could. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Bam, there he is. BJ the Crow. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. How you doing?
Good, good. So you were a drummer for 30 years. Still?
Yeah, I've played. Yeah, I still play. I was in a I was in a metal band there for quite some time. Made a couple of albums, did a couple of things, and just getting too old for it.
Oh, look at you, man. I don't see a gray hair on your head. I'm still drumming. You ain't too old for it.
I still play. We were doing a lot of shows and on a tour, and it got the best of me in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So
Well, I won't I'd love to know who that is, but I won't force you to say it. Well, would we know him?
a band called A Darker Vision.
Darker Vision.
Yeah,
Trying to figure out if that sounds.
I did vocals for them for probably about 12 years. I didn't play for them. It was just the lifestyle was extremely, extremely rough.
Yeah, yeah.
Took
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that from so many over the years. I didn't have to worry about it because I jacked around with it when I was in high school. I don't know if you heard what I was talking about, but I jacked around with it in high school, and then life got in the way, man. And I stayed away from it forever. It seems like I became one of the best dashboard drummers known to man, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah. You can't, I mean, once you're a drummer, you can't help but to beat and tap on absolutely everything that exists in life.
I know. Well, so that was a hell of a jump between drumming and panning. You pan for a hobby, right? Or is it more than that?
Yeah. Yeah. I do. I've done it for about 15 or 20 years. It's just a passion. It's fun. It's safe. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of prison.
Yeah.
So, it's something. It's a good pastime that doesn't involve the law.
Or doesn't ever have to involve, or you hope.
Yeah.
So,
and
where do you hail from, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, you're breaking up.
Go ahead, buddy.
I was just wondering, you're a panner. I know that Flash in your pan. I think he's over in Ohio. Where do you hail from? Just a general area.
I'm from North Georgia.
Oh, okay. Beautiful country down there.
Absolutely. There's a lot of gold.
Is there? See, that blows my mind.
Yeah, Dahlonega was the second gold rush.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, hearing that, Flash in the Pan did the same thing. It just blows my mind. You wouldn't even think of it. Everybody thinks about the gold being out in more mountainous areas. Not that there aren't some geological things happening down there your way, but you just normally think of it way out in the like Rockies or the Cascades or something like that. Blows me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ed from Flash in Your Pan, Tom from Tom's Gold Dirt, and all of them. They love the gold that's from down here. A couple of buddies of mine, HD Shovel Ed. He has a YouTube channel also. Gotten together with him and Tony Blackwell and HD Shovel Ed. He's from Tennessee, and he comes down and does some prospecting with me.
Oh yeah. So you guys, are you part of Flashing Your Pans, like the community he was talking about? Are you guys part of a specific group?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
There's a few of us that's in the gold community, and the coin community, and we really look out for each other, and it's a family. It's a really good environment for everybody. It's family friendly. You know, it's not
It's
reckless.
and it's a good day out, right? It's spending time outdoors for the most part.
Absolutely. You know, water and a grill in cool weather. What else could you ask for?
I hear you there, man. I hear you there. I'm a hunter and a fisherman, so that is my getaway. You know what I mean? The,
Hmm.
the from the
I
drudgeries of
can't own
life,
guns.
as they
I have a
say.
crossbow.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, there are always fishing poles.
Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah,
everyone
one of
has
these
a
days.
past. So,
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying to move on with my future in a positive manner.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. I hold no prejudices. Of course, we just met. Seemed like a nice enough guy to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can trust anybody you meet on the internet, you know?
Oh, of course you can. Oh, you never run into any lies. It's oh yeah, it's always on the up and up.
Oh, absolutely.
So so what
So, what,
uh oh, go ahead if you got a question for me.
yeah, what kind of music are you into?
Well, being as old as looks like your connection's a little slow there, but yeah, being the kind of the older guy that I am, classic rock is always the go to, I'd say. But I was fortunate enough to get with some guys, and I don't know if you've seen any of my earlier videos, and we put together a Celtic rock band. And you want to talk about something that will hone your skills, man, because it's almost like. Oh, what's the really fast tempo rock that some of the heads are listening to today? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's that real speed metal.
Um,
Maybe is that it? I think
yeah, I mean,
I think so.
in a way, yeah, I guess it could be called metal.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's some of those songs. They're just old Irish ditties, rocked out, and some of them can be just as fast as that speed metal. Something you're not going to get on classic rock. So I really enjoyed that.
Right.
What about you?
What kind of what kind of kit do you play?
I built my own. I was just talking about it probably while you're trying to get connected. I um I always I always yeah, I always wanted a Ludwig Vista Light set when I was younger when they first came out, but I couldn't afford one then. And then when I could afford one, I couldn't rationalize throwing 3 grand down on one. So I thought, screw this, I'm going to make one. So I ordered the tubes, cut them down, put bearing edges on them. Had to buy the mat for the lug pattern and did the whole thing from scratch. I just showed a picture. I think you were hooking up. Here, let me show it to you again. You'll see a bit of them in this picture here. There you go.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and I laced them with LEDs because I get bored.
Because what kid doesn't look good with lights all through it?
I know.
Now you need to get the Motley Crue hydraulic where it tilts up on its side and spins.
Yeah. If I weren't a hack drummer, I'd say you're right. But I'm
That's
I'm like
good.
Tommy Lee when he tried to try out for a high school or a college band or whatever that show was.
Yeah,
That's me on regular drums. Total self-taught. You?
I play
Did
a
you did
PDP kit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I really there was one I'm kind of a Ludwig fanboy. I ended up with a one of the old Bonham kits back in the day. I think I bought it in I want to say 79. Nice big black shiny, with the giant Zildjian symbols and the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And then they came out with that elite kit that became a little bit more convertible, and I liked the sound of it. I wanted one of those for a while. but that was right before I actually built this kit.
You'll appreciate it more if you put your work into it, I guess.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I was also talking about while you were trying to hook up that a lot of times I'll break it down. I've got a 16-inch floor that that I use as a kick for my cocktail kit. So I've got another short piece of 16 that I strap on the top of it. You know, you remember the old Jeeps and how you had the rubber clasps to hold the hood down? I've got three of those around the base of that hold it down to the kick drum. And then I have my popcorn snare, my 10-inch tom, which you can see in that picture here, right there on the
Yeah.
on our right as we look at it. Yeah, on a cymbal stand, which allows me to hold two cymbals, and then I've got a tall hi hat. And being the old guy that I am, I actually have a throne that I'm just kind of leaning my ass on,
What kind of
and I'll
hi
use.
hat do you use?
I've got two different hi hats. One, I've got the AAX, the Sabian AAX, 14 inchers, and I can't remember what my 13-inch. Oh, it's K series. Yeah, I could actually drag it into the picture
Okay,
if I wanted. If
customs.
I, yeah, it's. Let me try to pan over to it. Not that this is what everybody wants to see, but why not, right?
Right.
All right, let me get to cam one here. There we go. Yeah, see it over there? Oh wait, you may not be able
Yeah.
to. There you go.
There we
Yeah, that's
go.
that's that's the cymbal stand right next to it. An old Yamaha DT Extreme 3 head that I use for special effects, and then the tall. I think it's a DW. Yeah, yeah, that I use for my hi hat stand. And then I've got my electrics too. I didn't pan over that far. I could if you cared. It's what I use so I don't wake up the wife.
Yeah, electric. Yeah,
Yeah.
electrics are
Here, I'll show
good.
it.
It's just, there's a plus and a negative to all of it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said though, I primarily use it so I can sit down here and run over songs, and I don't have to wake up the wife or anything. She usually goes to bed much earlier than I do. Yeah, here let me. Whoops, wrong way. Let me zip on over there real fast. There you go. You can see a piece of it. It's the Yamaha. See it down there?
Oh yeah, I see them now.
Yeah. Yep. And I got that. And I actually
Yeah,
thought about playing it out.
you can't, the response time on the electric kits, just, you can't really get what you can get on an acoustic kit.
That's so true. That is so true. And that's why it's just sitting over there, as a practice kit. As I was telling Flash in Your Pan, I was trying to make his show on Tuesday nights, man. But we rehearse every Tuesday night, trying to get something together. It's been a real tough time trying to find a bass player.
Yeah, bass players are
One
hard
of
to
these days.
find, they're good, especially a good one.
Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. And this is a band where most of us are all grade school friends. We've grown up together basically, so that really helps out too. But our bass player thought, I'm tired of watching the brothers argue. It wasn't me. It was my guitarist, and he said, "I'm out of here." Well, enough about me, man. What do you do besides paying for gold and drum? Anything exciting?
Um, I'm a heavy equipment operator for
Oh,
occupation.
cool. Mm-hmm. That's
And I
cool.
mean, that's good when the weather's good, but when it rains a lot, it sucks bad.
Oh yeah. Imagine doing it up here. They just ran a news story about the cold, and guys out on the out working the land. That would suck.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
doesn't
it's
get too cold.
miserable in the wintertime.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, it doesn't get that cold where you're at, does it? 40s maybe?
I mean, right now it's 30. It's supposed to be in the
Mm.
20s some this week,
Ooh.
but I don't like the cold at all. Like even when it comes to gold prospecting, and that's my passion. That's what I do with all my time. Um, I don't really go out and hang out with people and do this and that. I'm either at work or I'm in the water somewhere. And when it's
Mm-hmm.
cold, it makes it really difficult for me to do. I just can't
Oh
bring
yeah.
myself to it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I can tell you,
But you ought to get
I've
out there to Flash in Your Pans live stream sometime. It's really fun. It's a great community. Talk about all kind of different stuff.
yeah, and like I said, I really want to. The good thing about rehearsal is that it doesn't really happen every week. I have a feeling that this new bass player is not going to stick around for too long. That's just seems to be the nature of the beast. So I may have some open Tuesday nights. Oh man, yes,
You
Jackson
could do
Draws,
like
you can go next to.
you could do like the
I'm sorry.
Ramones did, and like Joey Ramone, and go from playing drums to doing vocals,
Yeah, yeah.
or go
I
to
love
playing
singing.
bass.
Yeah, I would, but and I always think that my time drumming is limited because I've got arthritis already, and I actually took lessons for just acoustic guitar so I could learn more about how to work it. It about killed me, man. So I thought, well, now I'm a drummer for the rest of my life, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll make it on Flash in the Pan show as soon as I can. Like I said,
Okay.
we don't go every Tuesday, and well, we supposed to, but there are gaps that happen, and maybe we'll talk again then. I'm gonna not gonna keep you. I want to see if Jackson Draws to get on here, so I'm not up until midnight. Does that sound good? Thanks
All
for
right.
coming on,
Have a
man. It
good
was a
one.
pleasure. Hey, you too. Take care, bud. All right, Jackson Draws. If you would like to If you would like to jump on there, bud, you sure can. And you let me know if you want to go audio or video. Actually, you can turn it off and on your own. But Jackson, the lines are open, my friend. One of these days, BJ, one of these days, I'm going to end up doing, either the panning or the treasure hunting, for lack of a better term. That's definitely going to be me, dude. That is definitely going to be me. Just got to find a place for it, within all of my other hobbies. There's just too damn many of them. Well, with hunting, fishing, rebuilding cars, my CNC machine, um, drums, this. I mean, it's tough. It is tough to find time for things. It really, really is. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. I like these freeform shows because I don't really have to think of much to say. It's just whatever comes to the top of my head, and you guys all know by now that may not be the best thing. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, BJ, we'll have you on again, man. I enjoyed our conversation. I really did. And maybe I can talk Flash in Your Pan to get me on his show, and we'll chat about how little I know about the gold panning hobby or industry for that matter. I never shy away of putting my ignorance on display. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? You still there, Jackson Draws? I don't see you popping up there, buddy. Sonia, how are you? Welcome back. Welcome back. Just now getting off work. Yep. Well, if you joined us late, we just had a great conversation with BJ and the Crow. You see him in the comments there, in the chat room. We didn't talk about BJ was yeah, we didn't talk about your YouTube channel. It's looking good. Got some videos up there. And I definitely will watch some of those. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe right now so that I know to go back and watch some of those guys. Anything to learn more about it. Anything to learn more about it. Why did you retract your message, Sonia? It was just fine. No, really, I'm happy to see you again, hon. Are you still there, Jackson? I don't know how much longer these poor people can watch me talk about nothing. It's one of those Friday nights. I was gonna sit back and have a few beers and decided not to. It's been a busy week. It's so strange. Having done web development and digital marketing for the better part of 25 years, it's strange looking for a web development firm to help somebody else out on a very large project because I've just gotten away from it. I do more video production now than anything else, but that's a really strange thing to have to do is go look for people who, if you're not hiring them yourselves, it's really strange to go look for people to do what you used to do or you still do even. Well, does anybody have any big plans for the weekend? I know I don't necessarily. I am going to go out to my boy's place. You know how it is when you're selling a place. The owners and the buyers go back and forth about repairs that may or may not need to be done. He had a few that came up on his house. It's only like a what is it, 130 years old, maybe older. So there's a few things to do. Oh, I don't, BJ. That's a good question. I don't know who. I tell you what, go to Nimmons. That's Nimmin. Look up Nick Nimmin, and on some of his live shows, he's talked about apps that you can use on your phone for thumbnails. And actually, is Champworks Garage in the house tonight? If so, let him know what you use. I think you might have a phone app that you use. God, I wish I could remember what that one is. But there are apps out there that can help you put text on your thumbnail images and in the YouTube app, and then just slap it right there on your video. I just can't remember what they are. I use Photoshop, so I can't help out in that respect. But I know there are some good ones out there. And I have to assume you're doing all your work on the phone, so those will help. Or if anybody else in the chat room knows an app that you can make good YouTube thumbnails with, or at least augment the ones you have, let him know. Nimmins, it's Nick Nimmin, and it's Nimmin. Go look up his channel, and you might even do a search on his channel for thumbnails, and surely he'll have some. Or his brother D Nimmin, which is Dee Nimmin. He actually does more of the mobile stuff, so hit his channel and see if he's got some pointers on thumbnail apps for phones. KindMaster? I hadn't heard of it. Of course, I don't do much on my phone, to be honest with you. It's all I can do to get it to quit yelling at me every time I get the dumbest messages, like from Samsung or email. I know you turn notifications off, but some of those things I need notifications. But I get a spam email and it's going to ding me, and it's like, no, I don't care about those. I just care about the inbox. Hurry up, Jackson Draws. I am running out of I'm running out of Yammer material here. Let's see. I'm gonna look up a book that I wanted to talk to Jackson Draws about, and I believe it's drawing from the right. No, it might be drawing from the left. From the right side of the brain. There we go. Drawing from the right side of the brain. I read that book, probably 30 years ago. Yeah. Yep, and that's exactly the one. See if I can call that up real fast. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, drawing from the right side of the brain. That's a really cool book if you're into illustration and you want to find out how to get better at it. But there's also another one that I enjoyed was no, let's see, negative space drawing. There it is. See if I can call up this one. Oh, yeah. When these are just images. I thought I learned that from a book. Oh well. Still, we can talk about it when he comes on. But it's a fascinating book in that it the whole idea behind the right and left hand side of the brain was one is analytical, the other was creative, and it's kind of like let's capture, and it may even have drawing negative spaces an aspect of it. But it's been so many years I can't remember, but it helps you understand how to tap both sides and translate that to your canvas, whatever the canvas may be, paper, true canvas, could be anything. Jackson Draws. Hello. Can you say something, Jackson? I bet he got called away. I bet he got called away. That's all right. So Sonia, how was work today? You're doing some good work there, and I know it's good to unwind, but I want to know. If not, that's okay. Are we still? No, we're at 55%. We should be fine. No more lag. Well, listen, Jackson, I can't give you any more time, man. I think you probably had to jump off, and that's cool. Um, we'll get you back on. Who knows? I might do a Sunday show this coming Sunday, just because. And look for me. Look for me. It's going to be cold. Nobody wants to do anything. I got to work all day at my son's place tomorrow. So I probably won't have much to do Sunday except maybe do some guest cuts. BJ, I'll have a guest cut of yours done soon. I've got a few more from this week to do, and I usually try to do those over the weekend. And I'll try to get you on then. If not, Jackson, next Friday's be cool. Even though next Friday we might try, and I want you guys to remember this, we might try something that I don't know that's ever been done. I want to invite a whole group of people on at the same time. So we've got to share these videos. We got to get the word out and get more folks in the chat. So if they want to come on, they can, and we'll fill the screen with people. If we'll kill the buttheads, the guys that come in, the people that come in and they're not being nice, they're out of here. But those that are, they can stick around. So look for that. I'm pretty excited about at least trying it. Who knows? It may become something new. I know nobody's tried that. Open it up to the public? Are you kidding me? Let's give it a shot. Let's rock this. Let's see if we can't let's see if we can't do something new, something different, something fun. And of course, we'll have to be nice. We'll have to take our turns and speak with respect, treat each other with respect. Having said that, I think tonight that's going to be it for me. If you like what we're doing here, by all means, hit that subscribe button. She's right there in the center of the screen. And share the videos, get the word out. Let's get some more people involved in this community. And I'll leave you with this. Please always remember to treat others the way you want to be treated, and you'll make the world a better place. So until next time, see you live.